talks now, they're going to fail. Like the thing they said. You're going to want us to get out of here. I want to go home. This is unbelievable. I can't believe you guys have been here this long. It shows your enthusiasm for life and for doing things, and that's really exciting. How many of you here were out at S&S 2 years ago when you toured? How many here, how far away, when you all come out to our plant, that amazed me, the dedication to the acers that you guys got. 35 states were represented out there. That's unbelievable. Out in little Utah, they're out in the west where the Cowboys and Indians are still playing, so that is pretty cool. How many of you here, we're going to hurry along because I'm only going to take 5 or 10 minutes and we're going to get out of here. So, how many of you here have ever bungee jumped? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not too many. How many of you in here have ever rode a drop tower that drops 360 something feet, gets up to 90 something miles an hour and doesn't have any brakes? All right. How many of you here would like to ride a drop tower?
It's crazy. It uses just air
We
in a
have
tube.
Sandy, my sweetheart, is here with me. She's very bashful. She's the best part of S&S. In fact, I think S&S stands for Sexy Sandy and not Stan Checketts. She's an awesome lady, and she's going to kill me after this, but I've been killed before. Sandy, stand up and let everybody take a look at my sweetheart, please. When you get out, when you leave here tonight, out the back, if you come out the back, there's some tickets there to let you ride that sonic boom. If you're by visiting anytime in Utah, coming by, or you make a trip to do it, we'd love to have you ride free. And as I look into all your smiling faces, I also want to give you a bungee jump free if you want it. I have a test place we did for years and years. We test all these rides. We test them, spend tons of money on them, our competition go build them and make money on them. So anyway, we built the first coaster that never went straight up, straight down, and now people are making tons of money and nobody give us any recognition for the one we did in Japan, which is dodonpa and run 5 years solid. Appreciate that. And anyway, so what you got, if you stop in the Celebration Center there, that's owned by us. We have a little place where you've got all these fun rides, and there's a lot of really neat rides. There's the one that used to be called Absolutely Insane, one of my favorite rides. I love that ride. And you're welcome to stop by there. You pick up that ticket. It looks like there's more of you here than I anticipated. And in fact, how many was in I spoke to this group 15 years ago in Dorney Park. How many was there at that time? 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, that's kind of funny. That's when we were inventing that first coaster that ended up being the great dodonpa with the airplane tires and run on I-beams. And I remember saying, this is really going to be awesome. It's awesome. It's a great coaster. And got done, I asked for any questions. And the lady looked at me and she says, well, how are you going to keep that on the track? And I says, damn, I didn't think of that. I'll never forget that. Anyway, we'd like you to stop by and go ahead and ride those rides free. We love you guys, and so you enjoy them. That drop ride is really exciting. I've rode that several times, and every time it just scares me half to death. Pumps up your adrenaline. You go to the top of this big rusty tower. We left it rusty on purpose. You drop straight down towards Mother Earth, and you're really flying, and you know there's no brakes. The only thing that's going to stop you is atmospheric pressure build up in a big tube that we worked on for many years. It's working great. Hope to put a few of those around in the future. Anyway, you have to sleep. We want to wake you up. Let's ask if we can run a little video here. Some of you have seen this. Those that the stratosphere, I asked how many rode the big shot on the top of Las Vegas stratosphere. That's a lot of you. Okay, you guys can appreciate this, and you'll understand this. This comedian, we had nothing to do with her. We just.
But you get a bunch of gauze. We all get that. That's down the strip, and what they've done is they've built a freestanding tower that is 112 stories tall. And they have built outside on top of the tower a roller coaster. And it's called the Big Shot. Big Shot. And that's when I get this online. And what they do is you sit on it, they lock you in, and they shoot you straight up, then you come straight back down. You go up and down, and down. You enjoy the fabulous panoramic view of Las Vegas.
You know you're an acer when.
Oh no.
probably heard. These are all made up. I don't have these. So you spend all your vacation time at amusement parks, and when you get home, you get on the internet and talk about it with all your friends all the time. Conversations around the dinner table are about thrills and not about Iraq or President Bush, and that's a good thing. Your 14-year-old child tells you she doesn't want to be an acer, and you ask her if she'll please move out. You wear your favorite coaster logo t-shirt to your local church. When a neighbor comes over and asks you what religion you are, you say, "Oh, we're acers." When you're approaching a curvy road that says slow down, you tell all the passengers in the vehicle to hang on and you speed up. This is for the guy, you replace the steering wheel on your truck with a straight pipe that kind of simulates a lap bar. I made these all up, by the way. You also replace the seat belts on your family van with lap bars there too. The ticket taker at the amusement park calls you by your first name. The term Woody doesn't make you blush. I've ridden more amusement rides than most people even know exist. This is for guys. Your bumper sticker reads, "Always looking for a next great thrill." And you stop at a stoplight in a city one night. Two cute gals dressed very sexy jump in your car and in your truck and say, "Let's go for that thrill." And you drive them to the closest amusement park. When you have your first son, you're very tempted and consider very strongly naming him after one of your favorite roller coasters. You know, I'm not going to take much more time. You guys are tired. This is awesome, and I could talk a lot of technical stuff, but I was out in the crowd talking to some of the guys out there, and one of our favorite coasters is a coaster we just put in Japan. It's the same one as the Magic Mountain. Most of you guys know all about these kind of things, know all the names and everything, and the one down there, X Coaster in Magic Mountain, is an awesome ride. It's a fabulous ride, and we created a new one and put it over in Japan right by our dodonpa ride, right under Mount Fuji. And it's kind of sad because most everybody here hasn't had a chance to ride that. Probably won't get a chance to ride that, so we're hoping we can get one of those somewhere on the East Coast, and we've made a lot of improvements on that coaster. That particular coaster has a name. How many years ridden that coaster? There's only one in it, I believe. And besides we checked on it with my son. My son married a Japanese gal, beautiful Japanese gal. And please help me with the name. It is Ajanika. Can we all say Ajanika? I'm excited to go over there sometime. I haven't even been over there. Usually I go on the construction or the opening, but I was busy with other things this year and taking back over the business and everything, and so I didn't get over there, but I'm going to get over there and ride that coaster. I'm excited about that. I hope that we can negotiate some of those and get some of you guys to talk us into getting some of those on the East Coast, or at least one of them. So there's a ton of things I'd like to talk about, a ton of things I'd like to do, but time is short. You guys are already over time here. There are a couple of things I'd just like to say. There's a saying in New York City in Manhattan, there's a bunch of good sayings on the John Hancock building. I was there just a while ago and I thought about you guys. And it says, "I believe," and I won't read the whole thing because it's way too boring, but the first line I'll read. "I believe in the supreme worth of the individual and in his right to liberty and to the pursuit of happiness." And I added a line, "and to ride every damn roller coaster I can get." Some of you have ridden our swings. I have a lot of great faith in that, and the reason I do is I like to invent rides and design rides, and sometimes people believe that it's a good ride when we do it, or a good coaster we're working on. And the coaster we put down in the air launchman down in Silver Dollar City is a great family coaster, and I like that ride a whole bunch myself. And I like it just a great amount of people, old and young, really likes that coaster. But yet you get certain thrill rides, and interesting when in my lifetime was when I come up with a swing ride. Now, I didn't invent the swing, Tarzan did. He invented the swing, but basically to take a swing and put air launch behind it. Those of you ridden it, I think you know what I mean. I think that everybody in here, how many has ridden one of our big tall swings somewhere? That's a wow. That shocks me. That's cool. How many in here that rode it didn't like it? I rest my case. I wish the heck I had all the park people that don't have swings in here see that, because that's one of those rides that you really got to do it to appreciate it. And I'm glad that when we put those in, that people do like it. And those of you who live in this area or are going to be around, in Wisconsin Dells, we're putting one up in Wisconsin Dells. Some of you live around this area and close. And you go up there and ride that, and it's a 100-footer that takes you to 124. It has more thrust than the big ones because you can put more thrust behind it. So trust me, that front row seat that you get when you're being blasted towards the black top at the bottom and then going up the hill at the other end and getting that negative, I think you high thrill Acer people really like that, because it's going to be a great ride, and that will be up in Wisconsin Dells. I don't even know. I know the guy's Dick Clark. and he's putting it in conjunction with one of the parks. But Wisconsin Dells is really small, so you go to Wisconsin Dells, you'll see it because it's... I'll paint a picture of it so we can recognize it. It'll look like this. Only it'll be a different color. Now I'm going to find a color. It's kind of yellow and orange and a big, tall, beautiful swing. You can't miss it. Oh, really quick though, I did want to say that, like this. You guys are way too far back there, aren't you? There's we've been doing a lot of inventing. I like to invent, and I've got a lot of fun rides you might be seeing around pretty soon. And I know you Acers don't like these little rides, but it's fun. That's a little splash ride, we call it, like a pirate ship or whatever, pirate raft and Huckleberry Finn and that. You ride on the raft and you go up, and then you come, and it, with air, bounces down, hits the water, and splashes water all over you and everybody else. And we got a wave pool ride that we're going to come out with, that where you'll get on this ship, and as you ride the ship, it goes into the water and takes 3-foot waves over the people in wave pool. So that'll be kind of cool. So we're excited about those things. Just want to pass that on to you. And without further ado, because I don't want to take much more of your time, I appreciate being here very, very much, and with my wife, and saying hi to a lot of you guys and visiting with you, and look forward to doing it again with you sometime. But I think we better move along here. I know most of you guys want me to tell that joke that I have to get up and act like an idiot, and I don't think I'll do that. How many of you here have heard that joke? Oh boy, you all forgot, didn't you? You guys have got bad memories, haven't you? It's really it's humiliating, and most guys, only an idiot like me would do that, but I'd have to, let me see if I can for sure remember this one now. It's about the farmer, tighten up the barbed wire, didn't I? You guys have heard enough high-tech stuff today. You want to have fun here, so I'll go ahead and, Sandy, you can go ahead and lead now so you're not embarrassed by your... All right, let me think if I can see. I wasn't going to do this. I'm going to tell another joke, and this is good. This is really good, because this is you guys are going to relate to this. This is cool. And I want to test the guys after I get done with this. Okay, I get this stuff on the internet from my joking friends. And then this is the part. I'm going to test you when I'm done, so guys, listen up. So I got a kick out of this. A king-size water bed holds enough water to put 4 inches on 2,000 feet on the floor in the house. A 3-year-old boy's voice is louder than 200 adults in a crowded restaurant. Okay, these are things that little boys do. Brake fluid mixed with Clorox makes smoke, and lots of it. A 6-year-old boy can start a fire with a flint rock, even though a 36-year-old man says they can only do it in the movies. A garbage bags do not make good parachutes. Marbles in the gas tank makes lots of noise when you're driving. it will, let's see, the spin dry cycle in a washing machine does not make earthworms dizzy. It will, however, make cats dizzy. Now, this is the part, guys. 80% of women will pass this on to almost all their friends, even with or without boys. Now, guys, 80% of the men who read this will try mixing Clorox with brake. When I read that the other day, when I was thinking about coming here, I thought, how many acers? Because when I got to the end of that, I thought, I've never tried breakthrough in Clorox. I didn't know that makes smoke. How many of you guys was thinking that when I read that? Okay, be honest, you guys. All righty, that's cool. All right. This farmer was going out in the field, and he left his house there, and he left his shop, and he went out there to stretch the barbed wire. And he got the truck, and he was still using the tool. He got the truck, and so he tried all 3 strands to pick up, and he stretched a whole bunch down a whole long fence line. Got it all stretched, and he looked all over for his pliers in the pickup, and he couldn't find them. He was so frustrated. And finally he saw his wife coming out of the farmhouse way over there. Hey, honey, tried to get her attention, says, hollered it out, and she kept, I can't hear you, and he kept, finally he said, in the shop, under the bench, bring my pliers. And I won't take the time, but he kept repeating this, and she kept going like this, and he got so dang mad, and finally he gets up on the pickup, and he's, in the shop, on the bench, bring my pliers. And so finally she looked at him and she said, there's a pair. Oh no, I'm screwing that joke up. She said, she just went, she did it about 3 times. He got so mad, he jumped in the truck, ripped all the barbed wire up, back to the house and said, what don't you understand about in the shed, on the bench, bring my pliers? She says, what don't you understand about there's a pair under the seat of the truck? Now, what is an acer? A fun-loving person. One who loves a good thrill. One who loves to laugh, and a very friendly person.